Hello students, myself Professor Dhruv Patel from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today we will learn about fluid mechanics and hydraulic machines. So first chapter of the fluid mechanics is fluids and their properties. Here is the course content for the chapter number 1. In the chapter number 1, we will learn about some basic definitions regarding fluid mechanics, then dynamic and kinematic viscosity, then types of various types of fluid, surface tension effect, capillary effect, vapor pressure effect, cavitation effect, Pascal's law and hydrostatic law. After the theories, we will calculate two or three examples of each method. Clear? So first one is, what do you mean by fluid mechanics? So students, as you know, it is the branch of engineering science which will deals with the fluids, whether it is in a steady condition or is in a motion condition. Clear? So next one is, there is three parts of basically fluid mechanics. So first one part is fluid statics. So what do you mean by fluid statics? The study of a fluid in a rest condition, that is known as fluid statics. Whether fluid is in a moving condition, that branch is known as fluid kinematics and fluid dynamics. So fluid steady condition, that is fluid static, and fluid in a moving condition, that is known as fluid kinematics and fluid dynamic. So what is the difference between fluid kinematics and fluid dynamics? So in the fluid kinematics, we are not consider the pressure force acting on a various types of fluid, and in the fluid dynamics, we are considering various types of pressure force acting on a fluid. Clear? So next one. Okay, so let us consider basic four definitions which is base of the fluid mechanics. First definition is the density. As you are aware about the density or mass density, basically density is denoted by the rho. Rho is equal to mass by volume. So density is basically mass by volume. Mass is represented by kg in SI unit and volume is represented by meter cube in SI unit. So basically unit of density is kg per meter cube. For water, for pure water, density is 1000 kg per meter cube. Clear? So basically density is denoted as rho, which is by mass divided by volume. Unit SI unit is kg per meter cube. For pure water, density is 1000 kg per meter cube. Our next topic will be specific weight or weight density. So in mass density, we have taken mass by volume. So in weight density, we have to take W is equal to weight by volume. So weight by volume. So weight W. Weight can be represented as mass into acceleration and volume divided by volume. Clear? So here mass divided by volume is known as density rho and acceleration is G. So basically weight density W is equal to rho into G. So unit of weight density. So weight can be considered as a Newton and divided by volume can be considered in a meter cube. So Newton per meter cube is basically SI unit of the weight density or specific weight. Clear? So mass density, that is denoted by rho, and weight density, that is denoted by small w. Mass density, that means mass by volume, and weight density, that means weight by volume. Okay, so let us revise. Mass density, that means rho is equal to mass by volume. That SI unit is kg per meter cube. For water, mass density is rho is equal to 1000 kg per meter cube. Next one is weight density, that means weight by volume. For weight density, SI unit is Newton per meter cube. So our next definition will be relative density. So name itself suggests relative density or specific gravity. So relative density, that means density of any liquid or gas divided by density of standard fluid. For liquid, standard fluid is water, and for air, for gases, standard fluid is air. So here we consider relative density for liquid. Small s is equal to density of a liquid divided by density of water. right? And for gases, relative density will be density of gases divided by density of air. Here it is the basically ratio of two types of density, so it is unitless parameter. Next one is our specific volume. It is applicable only to the compressible gases. So specific volume, that means 1 by density, that means 1 by rho. So that means consider as meter cube per kg is SI unit. Clear? So this is four basic definition of fluid mechanics. Let us revise again. First one is mass density. Mass density, that means rho is equal to mass by volume. Weight density, that means W is equal to weight by volume. Next one is relative density. Relative density, that means relative density, that means density of liquid divided by density of water for liquids, and density of gases divided by density of air for gases. Next one, last one is specific volume. Specific volume is generally 1 divided by density, that means volume divided by mass. So SI unit is meter cube per kg, but it is only applicable to the compressible gases, so it is not very much useful in this chapter. So let us consider one example based on this method, right? It is very simple example. So let us look at it. Calculate the specific weight, density, specific gravity. Specific weight, that means small w, density, that means rho, and specific gravity, that means relative density S. Here given data is 1 liter of liquid. So volume is equal to 1 liter. Here in fluid mechanics, we only consider data in SI unit, right? So liter is equal to 1 divided by 1000 meter cube. So here 1 divided by 1000, so 0.001 meter cube volume, which weights, so weight is given 7 Newton. So weight is equal to 7 Newton. So let us find first one, specific weight. As you know from the definitions, specific weight W is equal to weight by volume. So here weight is 7 Newton and volume is 0.001. So specific weight is 7000 Newton per meter cube, right? So first query is solved. Second one is rho. We have to find density. Now density is mass by volume, but here mass is not given. So we know that specific weight W is equal to rho into G. So let us take consider rho is equal to W by G from this equation. So rho is equal to W by G. W we will find 7000 and G is 9.81. So density is 713.5 kg per meter cube. So second query is also solved. Last one is relative density, or we can say specific gravity. Here for liquid, specific gravity small s is equal to density of liquid divided by density of water. Density of liquid we have already find out 713.5. So here 713.5, and density of water we have to remember 1000. So relative density or specific gravity S is equal to 0.713. Clear students? So we have to use basic formula only for these calculations. Remember? Okay. Now let us study first theory of our subject, viscosity or dynamic viscosity. They can say viscosity only and they can mention dynamic viscosity also. So basically student, viscosity is defined as the one kind of resistance to flow. If the any type of fluid is flowing, some resistance occur between flowing, that is known as viscosity. So viscosity is basically defined as the property of fluid which offer resistance to the movement of fluid from one layer to another layer, which is generally denoted by mu. This symbol is known as mu, mu. You can call this mu. So mathematically, basically, shear stress is directly proportional to shear strain. Let us understand this sketch. First of all, here is the surface as shown in this. So surface as shown in this. First one is in the boundary. velocity will be minimum because at the boundary shear stress will be maximum, and in the pipe center velocity will be maximum because in the center friction is less, so velocity is more. So that is known as velocity gradient diagram. For the shear stress, shear stress is directly proportional to rate of shear strain. Here du by dy is known as rate of shear strain. So let us remove proportionality limit here. So tau is equal to mu du by dy. Here mu is defined as viscosity or dynamic viscosity. Here tau, you are knowing this, tau is equal to shear stress SI unit force by area, that means Newton per meter square. Du by dy, du change in velocity, dy that is thickness between two layers, right? So here mu is equal to dynamic viscosity. Let us derive SI unit of dynamic viscosity. So as we know, dynamic viscosity, for dynamic viscosity equation is tau is equal to mu du by dy. So let us make subject of dynamic viscosity mu. So mu is equal to upper side shear stress tau divided by denominator change in velocity divided by change of distance, that means rate of shear strain. Now shear stress, what is the SI unit of shear stress? So SI unit of shear stress, that means stress is equal to force by area. Next one is velocity. Change in velocity. As we know, velocity can be measured in meter per second. So here SI unit length by time. Next one is distance. So 1 by length. Clear? Here length and length will be cancelled out. So force divided by area. So we can measure area into meter square. That means length square. Divide by here in denominator 1 by time remaining. So force as it is, length square is going into denominator and 1 by time, so time will be in a upper side. So force into time divided by length square. So for force SI unit is Newton, for time SI unit is second. So Newton into second, in denominator length square, length will be measured in meter and square, so meter square. So SI unit of dynamic viscosity is Newton second per meter square. Clear? Another unit for dynamic viscosity can be determined in a poise unit also. You have to remember students, 1 poise is equal to 0.1 Newton second per meter square. Clear? So dynamic viscosity, basically we can find shear stress tau is equal to mu du by dy. If we make mu dynamic viscosity as a subject, then mu is equal to shear stress divided by rate of shear strain. From this we can derive unit Newton second per meter square. In another unit, we can also say poise is also unit of dynamic viscosity. So poise is equal to 1 poise is equal to 0.1 Newton second per meter square. Okay, so now let us understand what do you mean by kinematic viscosity. So it is basically the ratio of the dynamic viscosity to the density of the fluid. So it is generally denoted by the nu. Let us derive the equation for the kinematic viscosity. So kinematic viscosity nu is equal to dynamic viscosity divided by density rho. So let us derive SI unit. So dynamic viscosity is SI unit is Newton second per meter square. So here it is Newton second per meter square into divide by rho. Rho, that means density kg per meter cube, right? So from simplification, it gives force into time divided by mass per length. So what do you mean by force? So force F is equal to m into a, mass into acceleration. See this, force F is equal to mass into acceleration. So for mass unit is kg and for acceleration unit is meter per second square. So instead of force we will write down mass into length per second square or mass into length per time square. Remaining term as it is time divided by mass per length. So finally unit becomes length square divided by time. So in SI unit we will measure length in meter and time in second. So finally SI unit of kinematic viscosity is meter square per second. It can also be measured in the stroke. So one stroke is equal to 10 raised to minus 4 meter square per second, right? So remember guys, for the dynamic viscosity, SI unit is Newton second per meter square, and for the kinematic viscosity, SI unit is meter square per second. Is it clear? Okay. Now let us understand small topic Newton's law of viscosity. It is a very basic law of fluid mechanics. So according to Newton's law of viscosity, shear stress tau is directly proportional to rate of shear strain. I repeat, shear stress tau is directly proportional to rate of shear strain. So here it is, shear stress tau is directly proportional to rate of shear strain. As we have already seen, if we remove the proportionality limit, then dynamic viscosity comes into action. So tau is equal to mu du by dy, that is known as Newton's law of viscosity. So according to Newton's law of viscosity, there is two types of fluids. First one is Newtonian fluid and second one is non-Newtonian fluid. So first one, Newtonian fluid. So the fluid which satisfies or which obeys Newton's law of viscosity, that is known as Newtonian fluid, and the fluid which doesn't satisfy Newton's law of viscosity, that is known as non-Newtonian fluid.